60 and 60. Every 60 minutes, we lose 60 men to suicide. This sombering statistic from the National Alliance on Mental Illness is one of many that correlates with men and their mental health. In 2016, men eclipsed women in the suicide rates for all age groups, from age 10 to age 65 and up. Now you may be wondering why. Why does this happen? Why is it like this? And those questions are extremely good questions that we should be asking. But its discussion is something that's just too broad of a topic for me to talk about. But one question you may be wondering, do men seek help? Are men seeking help for this? It's something that I'm actually going to talk to you about right now. So, men are less likely than women to seek help or traditional help for their mental health, according to the National Institute of Mental Health. And it comes down to, they narrow 3 reasons. The first reason is the social norms of masculinity. What does it mean to be a man? Is it to be a man, you're supposed to be strong, confident, going about your day, being a tough man. So feelings, how you feel if you're sad. Why would a man talk about this? You probably heard the phrase man up a few times. So something as simple as, oh, you had a bad day, it's okay, man up, can do a lot. The social norms about masculinity, what it means to be a man, is one of the biggest factors in what prevents men from coming out and talking about how they feel. To some men, they may be seen as less of a man for coming to a person and saying, I don't feel okay. The second reason, and what you will see often, is that the downplaying of symptoms will start to occur. So instead of saying, I don't feel happy, I'm not happy, I'm sad, I'm depressed, you will hear substitute words such as I'm tired, I'm too stressed out, or I'm just having a bad day, and leave it at that. The downplaying of symptoms is extremely common in the mental health, in the community of men and their mental health. And it's something that not a lot of people realize. While that person may actually be tired, that person may actually just be having a bad day, but because they're so unwilling to come forward with about how they feel due to the first reason, the social norms of masculinity, they just continue to downplay it. And then finally, the disconnection and isolation of having a mental illness. Some men may feel that nobody could understand with what they're going through. And tying back to the first 2 reasons, some men may feel as though they can't go to anybody. So what do? Well, again, the National Institute of Mental Health points out that men choose to forego traditional methods of, say such as therapy to talk about how they feel, and do other things such as extracurricular activities. So think of working out, think of, probably going to do hiking, a lot of things that really have to do with normal masculine things. But men choose to not go to traditional therapy, and they choose to just do these extracurricular things. And men also choose to just go to their friends, their peers, to talk about it. And this is where it gets important. Your friend, you may see it as your friend, your father, your brother, your husband, your boyfriend may come to you and say, hey, I'm just really tired lately, or they just may seem down, and you may ask them, well, what's wrong? And they may just say, I'm just tired, I'm stressed. And they could be. But I really want you to think about it, when is the last time a man has told you that I'm just not feeling well? I'm not happy. The substitution, the status quo of what a man should be, and the isolation to where they feel as though they can talk to nobody, are three of the main reasons on why men choose to not talk about mental health, and why mental health is still considered a taboo subject. And you may say, well, from now on, I'm going to, make sure that my friend, my brother, my husband, my father, my boyfriend, they're okay, and I can understand why, and that's great. But I don't want you to just think of them as your friend, your brother, your father, your boyfriend, or your husband. I want you to think of them as one thing and one thing only. I want you to think of them as a person. I want you to think of them as you. I want you to think of them as somebody that may need help. Because when you stop seeing them as men and start seeing them as person, we're able to start breaking down these stigmas. To be a real man, it's not all about being strong. To be a real man, it's not all about being confident about your day and doing everything that you can. To be a real man is really just to be a real person, and a real person has emotions. And just remember this statistic, 60 and 60. Because one suicide is one too many. Thank you.